Hello and welcome to the Madrid Music Show. My name's Nick Saxton.
And I am Ali, and we have a great show for you today.
And this is our first show.
Yeah, we are here in Centro La Tortuga, and we have a band, we got a film crew, and we got wine.
And now we're going to have a special live performance by the first of our guest artists this week, Celia Bsoul.
Hay preguntas que se me han quedado grandes, como quien busca en el pasado sin mirar delante, como si hubiera un muro enfrente. El espejo dijo: hija, ya no miras como antes, como Dante, en un infierno imaginario de gigantes. No puedo saltar, pero prometo llamar cuando despierte, cuando cambie. Aquí estoy rezando al aire, escribo a ciegas, más que una canción parece braille. ¿Quién querría mirar? Yo no me escogería de pareja para el baile. Perdí el don de simular otra visión. No sé si es sinceridad o depresión. Tras la paz del ron se duplicó el bajón. Dar las gracias es mi forma de pedir perdón. Sueno triste como el Joker, con ideas que me rondan, adictivas como el póker. Aunque toque hacerse al choque y rezar para que no se note. Mentir fuera no va a hacer que me equivoque. Yo no sé si valgo más allá de dar valor a gestionarme lo que cargo. Abrazos cortos, silencios largos. Si me reí contigo un día ya sirvió de algo. Perdí el don de simular otra visión. No sé si es sinceridad o depresión. No, perdí el don de simular otra visión. No sé si es sinceridad o depresión. No. Je sais pas, oui, la peur de ma cage, mais je m'en fous. Être perdre m'inquiète pas, pourtant se tourne en rond, je trouve pas de réponse, au moins il fait du bien. No jugar es otra forma de perder, mirando con los ojos de las caras de verme. Dejar de pensar para dejar de verme. Mi mente lleva mucho sin estar de viernes. Sabe más quien pregunta o quien se miente. Preferiría ser feliz a ser consciente, pero últimamente lo pendiente siempre va primero. Qué manía con dejar el contador a cero. La luz del cielo tapa la venda. No sé si estoy de fiesta o de duelo, pero mientras voy buscando respuestas y la vida pasa en cámara cada vez más lenta. Perdí el don de simular otra visión. No sé si es sinceridad o depresión. No, perdí el don de simular otra visión. No sé si es sinceridad o depresión. No.
Okay, so hello Celia, what an amazing performance you have done for us today. So tell us something about all your moves that you do in the stage, where all these moves come from. Come on, be free.
Well, I used to dance, and I'm actually dancing again now, so I'm just used to use my body when I'm performing, because that's the way I feel good, and I used to dance before in a crew and teach dancing, so that's the way I'm used to do things.
It's okay, it comes with the flow and all the lyrics that you're doing, all that.
I actually don't think what am I doing, I just move and I go with the flow. I'm
Okay,
a rocker,
just
so
don't
going with
feel-
the flow is the
She's
best
still listening to
way.
her body.
It's a reaction to the moment that you're in. Is that?
Yeah, it's like I'm just thinking of the song and listening to Curro, and I just feel that's the way I have to do things. So
You just connect with him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And I was listening to all the lyrics, and there is something special because you used to sing in Spanish and in French. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
And it's really curious because nobody used to do that.
No, so how did that come about? That you're speaking in Spanish and French.
Actually, I really, really like French, and I think that it's a really nice language to rap because they have la liaison, like words are linked, so it's super, super nice. And since I started speaking French, I felt really familiar with that language, and actually every language has different meanings for us for the same word, so I thought it was interesting. I try to put English as well sometimes, but my accent is not that nice, so I'm just fine with Spanish and French.
No, that was really cool. And the song that you are ready to play for us is called Vermeer.
Yeah.
Is that an artist or who is it?
He used to be a painter, and he's really famous because he painted faces of women mainly, and the eyes and the expression is really curious. Like, yeah, I feel really attracted by that expressions, and I thought it would be nice to say like watching people with the eyes of burner faces, because it's like kind of, I don't know what's that.
So identify with himself.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's really cool.
And Celia, I've seen you perform at open mic events around the city, and you will jam with guitarists, and now you're playing with Calvario Bar.
Yeah.
How has the experience of live music influenced and developed your sound?
I come from poetry, so it was a long path, a long way, because at the start I was just doing poems, performing poetry. Then I started to go to live music events, but I think I was still doing poetry with music, but then I was listening to more music, trying to do things with people, with musicians, and finally it became the thing that I'm doing now.
That's really, really nice. And the lyrics, we are talking something about the female empowerment and all that. What a message do you have to send to all the females in the music and all that?
I think that it's the same message I try to tell myself. I think that as women we learn that we shouldn't occupy too much space, and I think that my message is just take part on the things you want to do, and just go ahead, even if you are afraid, even if you are not really sure, just go ahead. And I try to say your voice is important as well.
That's cool.
So Celia, where can people hear your music?
I'm in all the main platforms like Spotify, YouTube, and social media, obviously, because otherwise it seems like you don't exist.
Okay. So can you tell us your social media follows?
I'm Celia Bsoul or Celia Bsoul.
Okay, on Instagram and Facebook and all that, the same, Celia Bsoul. Okay, just follow that girl. It's just amazing. Yeah. Sure. And we are really glad to have you here in our show.
Definitely, thank you so much. Celia is a regular performer on the Madrid open mic scene, so you can see her at a number of the venues around the city. Celia, thank you so much for coming on the show, and we look forward to hearing more from you in the future. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
The onset of COVID-19 early last year had a major impact on live music venues in Madrid. So we sent Jordan to Lavapiés to find out more.
Madrid is one of the most vibrant cities in the world. But with the emergence of a novel coronavirus in early 2020, everything changed. Live music venues were hit especially hard, affected by a raft of unexpected rules and restrictions. Today, we've come to Calvario Bar in Lavapiés to speak to the owner, Pamela, about how she's been dealing with the situation over the past year. Pamela, it's great to be here with you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and about your bar?
Sure. Great to have you guys. Thank you for coming. Like I said, my name is Pamela, and I'm the owner of this bar, Calvario Bar in Lavapiés, Madrid. It's a small bar in the middle of Madrid, in the center of Madrid. We besides drinking, we also offer a big range of cultural activities, like music or poetry or whatever, we could offer to the public, for the cultural experience.
Sure. Perfect. So, can you describe what the atmosphere was like here in Calvario before the pandemic began?
So people would come here. We were, I'm going to say, almost famous for our open mic night,
Okay.
which were like very, very fun, very interactive. A lot of people used to come here. So this place used to be really, really packed. It's, a sight you don't get to see anymore.
When did you first start to feel the effects of the coronavirus restrictions?
Pretty much when they closed everything here in Spain. Up until the time they stopped like completely, it was like cold turkey. It wasn't gradual like right now where we are slowly coming back to normal.
Sure.
At the beginning, it was completely, we went from 0 to 100. So one day we were open.
Yeah.
I had a schedule for concerts maybe 2 months in advance,
Wow.
and then the next day we were closed. We were closed and we didn't know for how long. I had employees here, so I also didn't know what to tell them. So thank God we live in the times where we could, communicate with people through the internet or, live, Instagram or YouTube videos. So during the time where we were most confined at home, that's when we decided to do live events from home, actually. So we continue to do the open mics just so we could stay in touch with our friends, so we can stay in touch. Not only so they don't forget about the bar as a business, but they don't forget that there's also people in their homes. Many people live by themselves.
Sure.
I have roommates, so I had communication, with human beings on a daily basis, but some people didn't. So I think that the fact that we could offer, a space even on the web where we could see each other again on a weekly basis during the time we were home, I think it made an impact, so we could all feel connected.
And when the bar reopened, what measures did you have to take?
Well, pretty much like the mandatory measures by the government, obviously. I remember the first time we opened, they allowed us to have 25% of the allowed capacity of the bar, which in our case, being a small venue, it was very few people. It was very discouraging because we thought, okay, let's try to continue to do open mics or to continue to do concerts. But then you say, okay, but with 10 people, I don't know, people are gonna wanna come here, But we just waited on the good faith of the people to come back.
And do you feel that the government is slowly relaxing these restrictions?
I don't know, with government and politics, you don't know. I hope it is. As long as it's safe and as long as it's safe for everybody, for the people that come in here, for the public. As long as it's safe, and if we are walking into that direction, well, I hope we do.
Okay. Would you say that anything positive has come out of this whole situation?
I guess there's also a silver lining in every situation. I'm gonna talk about my experience or the experience that is close to me, and I'm gonna say it brought up the empathy in people. Everybody was more willing to collaborate and to come through for their friends or for their local bar, their local meat store, their local hardware store. So I think that that's one, I guess, positive of all this. We realize that we need each other as a society in a small scale, because yes, I'm not gonna say I don't go to the big brands to buy stuff or I'm not a customer of them, but I realize also that I need to be more close with my environment and what is close to me. Community.
Well, Pamela,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. It was really nice talking to you.
And you too, it's been a great pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan, Pamela, and all the team at Calvario Bar.
And now it's time to welcome our second guest artist. We have Dave, Garrett and Robbie from Track Dogs.
And you know what? I think that these guys are from Ireland.
Do you think?
Ireland, are you from Ireland?
Two of us.
Yeah.
And Robbie is from the States.
Oh, nice.
He's from the US. And we have one other member who's not here today, and he's from Sheffield in the United Kingdom.
Oh,
Howard.
that's really
Howard is missing. Yeah.
So Garrett and I actually played on the same bill at the Regal Room in London. I think, I can't remember when it was, a long time ago.
2012 maybe? We were talking about it earlier. I think it was like 8 or 9 years ago, yeah. It was a fun gig. It was one of the first times we'd gone to the UK to play. We were sort of like trying to get into the scene over there, and I think we played in what's the other place, the famous one we did downstairs?
The Troubadour.
The Troubadour. We played in the Troubadour a couple of times, and the Regal Room, and I think that was the same time. Did we not go down to Biddenden in Kent the same weekend? So yeah, it was our first steps, and we're playing an awful lot in the UK at the moment. So it was actually
mostly in the UK.
yeah,
now.
mainly in the UK. So they were our first tentative steps. It was a fun time though. Yeah, yeah.
So how does the music scene in London compare to the music scene in Madrid and other places you played?
It doesn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on a lot of factors.
In Spain and Madrid in general, the public is a lot more hesitant to pay tickets than in the UK. They're more used to supporting live culture there than they are here, and it's an old problem that goes back to ayuntamientos, the local governments giving you free concerts in the main square of a town, and so the next town over they can't do a ticketed one because it's something that it's still a hurdle to get over here.
You know, I want to tell you something. I love. Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh my God, you have
We-
to film
we have to
this.
grow
This
beards.
is the Madrid music show.
Should we
Yeah.
leave you guys alone?
Okay. So, can I bring you home? no, cut.
A funny,
What?
a funny thing about that is my mother said to me one day, she said, "I love the feel of Robbie's beard when he's kissing me."
Oh my God.
What? They meant the two kisses.
She meant the two kisses that people
Yeah.
do. in
No, but
Spain.
she sorry, no, this is going, yeah.
As I'm
Going
sure
down the
feels
wrong
lovely.
road. No, didn't she also say, what was
Oh,
it
yeah.
about the difference between the Spanish kiss and the French kiss?
Oh
She
yeah,
got
well,
that mixed up
she
once?
came to visit me once in an Irish bar I was working at, and of course everyone was giving the two kisses, you know, on each
Yeah.
cheek. Then one Irish guy was just shook her hand. She says, "Oh, do I not get a French kiss?" She meant to say Spanish, but
Stop.
So what song is the band going to perform for us tonight?
oh yeah.
We're going to do a new song for you. We actually intended on including it on our recent album, Fire on the Rails, and it was one of those songs that just for some reason we couldn't quite find the right way to do it, which is hardly ever happens with us. We always find the right. But for some reason we tried it with our normal lineup, which is Robbie plays cajon, Dave plays bass, I'm on the guitar anyway, and Howard on trumpet, and it didn't.
This wasn't sitting right.
Yeah, it wasn't sitting right. And then we tried it with piano, and then so we just decided we'll leave it off the album, and we'll come back to it later on. And then, as we do this sort of thing with the one mic, we perform in our concert. We do a sort of an acoustic set, a cappella in that sense, everything unplugged around one microphone. And Dave's been playing a lot of mandolin, so it kind of occurred to me, let's do it that way. And Robbie's a great baritone player as well as cajon player. So that was the way it came together, and it's going to be on our next album, which is called Where To Now, and we've got a string quartet as well in it, and so it's really come together well, and that's the song we're going to do for you tonight.
Minus the string quartet.
And minus the trumpet.
And minus the trumpet.
Exactly, yeah.
But the three great guys. And so tell us, where can people listen to your new single, La Banda, and listen to the album?
Well, people can check us out on Spotify, obviously. Track Dogs, TRACKDOGS. and we're on all the platforms, obviously, all the social networks and stuff. But we're, I guess, you check us out on Spotify. We've got like 8 albums of material that we've released since we formed in 2006, but changed our name in 2010. So we've been active as Track Dogs since 2010 or 11. Although we've been actually together this year for 15 years as a unit, which is great. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you. It's 100 years in dog years.
Dog years. Oh,
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, guys, so while you get ready to play for us tonight, let's see what our team have prepared for our recording of the week. Give it up. That's right. Every week we ask a member of the Madrid Music Show team to select a track or album to be featured as the record of the week. This week we asked Josh, our producer, about his favorite song when he sings in the shower.
My favourite song to sing in the shower is Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin. And that's because I can hit the high notes in the shower. Or at least I think I can.
Thank you, Josh.
And now, to close the show, bring it up for Track Dogs singing Less Than Equal.
Was a time I thought I had it all figured out. A simpler time, that there is no doubt. Things get broken like hearts left wide open. What is a word if unspoken? Oh, you know I don't wanna feel less than equal. I thought I made it clear, but I just don't know people. You reach a point in life, and it's all you're fighting for. But it's harder now than before. What is it now? They say you gotta do to make it work, make it work. Tolerance is a two-way street, yeah, through the dirt. Things get broken, lives are woken. What is a thought if unspoken? Oh, you know I don't wanna feel less than equal. I thought I made it clear, but I just don't know people. You reach a point in life, and it's all you're fighting for. But it's harder now than before. Things get broken like hearts left wide open. What is a thought if unspoken? Oh, you know I don't wanna feel less than equal. I thought I made it clear, but I just don't know people. You reach a point in life, and it's all you're fighting for. But it's harder now than before. It's harder now than before.
Well, that's all that we got time for today. Don't forget to hit the like, to subscribe to our channel, and the next week we are going to have the amazing Cody and Clearmont performing live in the Madrid Music Show.
That's right. And you can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Madrid Music Show. and you can find the link to our Patreon page in the description. All your donations help us make the show better and continue to feature the talented artists and new music in Madrid.
Thank you so much and see you the next time.